Okay. Even though I have this annoying crick. This annoying crick in my neck. On the right side of my neck. This limitation. I can't turn. Doesn't feel comfortable. It never feels comfortable. When there's a pain in my neck. And even though there are a few pains in my neck. And I'm glad they're not here right now. And I hope they don't see me on YouTube. Or maybe I wish they would. And they would know. They're a pain in my neck. And even though I deal with people that I don't understand, that I don't enjoy, that I don't communicate clearly with, and I'm certain they're speaking a different language that does not belong on planet Earth. I would like. I do desire. I am requesting. That anything stuck in my neck. This crick in my neck. Release. Soften. Let go. Even though. I believe in tapping. I just don't think it's going to work. It really is a crick in the neck. If it can just go away with a tap, why isn't everybody doing it? Why aren't the pain in the neck people doing it? And getting nicer. And even though I want it to work. It's hard to believe. I could release this crick in my neck by laughing, by tapping, by speaking, by chanting for release. I'm seeking to relax. Oh, you know, okay, so now I got it. This is... Okay, so this is something, so you are in a car, you have a seatbelt on. Do you remember before wrenching your neck really bad? And it wasn't whiplash because it wasn't forward.
I was trying to drive to get home to make a conference call, to make it in time, and I didn't make it in time. I ended up in a parking lot for over an hour to make a conference call.
Even though I was rushing, straining, struggling, stressed out, and all that stress, and all that guilt, and all that resentment, and all that responsibility, is firmly lodged from my skull to my right shoulder blade. I'd like to let it go now. Even though it's perfect. It's all those muscles you use when you hold a phone. Wouldn't it be nice if this silly tapping allowed my muscles, my nerves, my fibers to release now all cellular memory of the trauma of phone calls and phone call pressure that I didn't want, that didn't go well, that had to happen and weren't easy. Any trauma, any emotional trauma, any physical trauma, I'm storing in my muscles from frustration, from lack of communication, from working with people that are a pain in my neck. I'd like to let that go now. I am letting that go now. It's safe for these muscles. It's safe for all my muscles. To hear me now. Oh, there will still be pains in my neck. I live on the planet
I live on the planet.
I work with a lot of people.
I work with a lot of people.
And sometimes they're stressed out.
And sometimes they're stressed out.
And frustrated.
And frustrated.
And they think.
And they think.
They know.
They know.
I'm a pain in their neck.
I'm a pain in their neck.
It absolutely happens.
It absolutely happens.
It will continue to happen.
It will continue to happen.
It's part of my job.
It's part of my job.
To resolve things
To resolve things
on the phone.
on the phone.
So wouldn't it be nice
So wouldn't it be nice
if all these muscles
if all these muscles
could release
could release
all cellular memory
all cellular memory
of past
of past
emotional stress,
emotional stress,
emotional trauma
emotional trauma
that I'm storing
that I'm storing
in my neck muscles,
in my neck muscles,
in my shoulder muscles,
in my shoulder muscles,
in my body,
in my body,
in my jaw,
in my jaw,
in my mind.
in my mind.
This really happened to me.
This really happened to me.
I was rushing.
I was rushing.
It was important.
It was important.
I didn't make it.
I didn't make it.
I felt intensity.
I felt intensity.
I felt a lot of conflicting emotion,
I felt a lot of conflicting emotion,
responsibility,
responsibility,
guilt,
guilt,
frustration,
frustration,
limitation,
limitation,
struggle.
struggle.
This really happened to me,
This really happened to me.
and I'd like to forgive
And I'd like to forgive
the people who make seatbelts,
the people who make seatbelts.
and I'd like to forgive
And I'd like to forgive
Houston traffic
Houston traffic
and all the crazy people driving
and all the crazy people driving
that aren't paying attention,
that aren't paying attention,
that don't use their blinkers,
that don't use their blinkers,
that got in my way.
that got in my way.
I'd like to forgive
I'd like to forgive
me
me
for not planning better,
for not planning better,
being at ease.
being at ease.
I always get it done.
I always get it done.
I did manage it.
I did manage
I did
it.
take care of it.
I did take care of it.
Wouldn't it be nice
Wouldn't it be nice
if I could release all stress,
if I could release all stress,
all pressure
all pressure
from this right neck,
from this right neck,
this right arm,
this right arm,
this right shoulder?
this right shoulder?
I deeply
I deeply
desire
desire
to love and support this body
to love and support this body
and all that it goes through,
and all that it goes through,
and all that I create,
and all that I create,
perceiving stress,
perceiving stress,
creating stress.
creating stress.
And in this moment,
And in this moment,
I choose
I choose
to release stress.
to release stress.
I choose
I choose
to release stress.
to release stress.
Okay, take a big breath. Did you have some thoughts or memories come up?
No, it just kind of went like in my throat.
All together now, all the throats. Okay, so see how that feels for you a little bit.
Feels a little bit better.
Okay, how's your range of movement? Can you turn this way?
Turn a little bit.
Okay, so that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay, so it moved into your throat, and what is going on here?
That was broken in two.
Oh, that would explain that pain, and this is not too happy either. This was broken before?
Yeah, like totally in two.
Okay, so yes, I haven't had that feeling before. Okay, so you guys ready? Even though
Even though
I was broken,
I was broken,
I got broke,
I got broke,
and then I got fixed.
and then I got fixed.
I'm looking for a full fix.
I'm looking for a full fix.
I want a full fix.
I want a full fix.
I got broken.
I got broken.
That's not supposed to happen.
That's not supposed to happen.
2 breaks.
2 breaks.
This really happened.
This really happened.
On my right arm.
On my right arm.
I need my right arm.
I need my right arm.
Broken bones.
Broken bones.
That's not supposed to happen.
That's not supposed to happen.
That really did happen.
That really did happen.
2 breaks
2 breaks.
in my right arm.
In my right arm.
This really did happen.
This really did happen.
Wouldn't it be nice
Wouldn't it be nice
if this physical body,
if this physical body,
this emotional body,
this emotional body,
this mental body,
this mental body,
this energetic body
this energetic body
could come together now
could come together now
and release
and release
all memory
all memory
of physical trauma,
of physical trauma,
emotional trauma,
emotional trauma,
energetic trauma,
energetic trauma,
from the pain,
from the pain,
from the sound,
from the sound,
from the diagnosis,
from the diagnosis,
from everybody else's shock,
from everybody else's shock,
from all the limitation,
from all the limitation,
from all the frustration.
from all the frustration.
These breaks
These breaks
really happened.
really happened.
It's over now.
It's over now.
This arm was broken in 2 places. That is over now. The impact happened. It was really awful. It was really violent. It was really intense. This really happened to my body. It is over now. This physical pain is over now. Knowing I had to recover. Honoring the limitation, the frustrations. Any of that still stored in the right side of my body. My neck, my shoulder, my arm, my wrist, my hand. I'd like to let that go now. I got broke. I got fixed. I'm claiming it's safe. It is safe to be me. And release physical trauma. Cellular memory of physical trauma. It is safe to release cellular memory of emotional trauma around broken bones in my physical body. I didn't like it. I don't even like it today. And now I'd like to say thank you to this amazing body for healing, for allowing me mobility, change, growth, even when there are pains in my neck. Things do get broken. Accidents happen. Time sometimes seems to work against me. All perceptions of limitation and struggle. I withdraw permission to be trapped in the memory, in the creation of limitation and struggle. I've been there. I'm familiar with that. I'm ready to let it go now. I choose to let it go now. I choose to release pre-programmed, repetitive patterns, habitual beliefs of the frustration, of limitation. I choose to allow my body to heal at another level, and another level, and another level. And I deeply and profoundly admire this body. Mending bones, the miracle of me, the amazing abilities I am capable of. I choose to align with all the amazing abilities, the beauty, the strength, the magic of being me. Life has been hard. Life will be hard again. It is good to be me. It is safe to be me. Even in this human experience. Even in a human body. Where bones can be broken. And necks can be cricked. I deeply desire to know great self-love, self-expression, and self-acceptance. I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job. Okay, big breath. How do you feel? Feels better? Okay, so move around a little bit and see if there's anything else, or did you have any memories, or?
It's probably from a car wreck for about 20 years ago.
I think that's the one I'm seeing, yeah. And it was very wrenching.
It was a head-on collision.
Okay, so when you think of it now, how do you feel?
It doesn't really bother me too much.
Okay. Still kind of hold that as we finish the evening.
Okay.
To make sure we got all of that too.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.